EC here. Hi, guys and gals. Well, hope you're well. It is Friday afternoon. It must be, it's 25 past 5 in the afternoon. I'm out having a bit of a walk near the pond, and it's between two rain showers. It's funny because we had some pretty good rain showers, and now the sun's out. It's supposed to rain again tonight, so yeah, we'll see. But I thought, like, okay, let's quickly go and have just a quick stroll, because otherwise I have to, well, I can go down on, we have like a treadmill, and I put on a video, usually like a walking video, basically somebody who's walking around a town, and I listen to a podcast and act as if I'm walking around the town with the person, if I could put it that way. And that's okay. Actually, it's not bad, but it definitely is not as fun as getting really outside, But hey. So here I am. Just finished doing my well, some people call it Cinderfella duties, doing a bit of cleaning around the house, giving Mrs. DC a hand. And I know someone will say, well, that's kind of normal. I suppose it is, but when I was working out of home and Mrs. DC was also working, but a lower percentage, she would end up doing most of the cleaning. I admit I didn't really do much in that respect. I would do the outdoor stuff. Some of it. I mean, when I say outdoor stuff, I mean like mowing the lawn, trimming, and stuff like that. But the gardening is something that she wants to take care of. She likes it. I talked about this before. I thought that I would like it at one time, and finally realized that I don't actually like it all that much. But yeah, as long as one of us likes it, and it's okay. It's a good hobby. I am not saying the contrary at all. So, yeah, I had my Spanish class today, and we try and challenge ourselves. So I should rather say I challenge me, and he challenges me as well. I choose topics sometimes that, we almost do like a vlog style. When I say vlog styles, we start off with something, and usually it jumps into something else. But we started talking about the torrential rains that they had in Mexico City, and then, I don't know, we managed from one way or another to jump to genealogies, and he has I would say kind of an interesting genealogy for Mexicans. At one point, some Germans came over to Mexico, and so that's like, oh goodness, I guess ancestry from the early 1900s. But that ancestry made it, I guess those, as he said, the German ancestors were Lutherans. So his family is not your typical Mexican Catholic family, but he stems from a Mexican Protestant family. So it makes him actually a rare person over there, I guess. Yeah. And having said that, there's more and more evangelicals and Protestants in Mexico and Latin America than there was. But Catholicism was and still is the main religion down there. Then we jumped on to my genealogy. Well, actually, we started talking about my genealogy, of course, as part of the exercise. So I went, through the whole family tree thing that I did, and we've talked about this here before, so I won't go into the details. But where basically the heritage comes from Scandinavia via Ireland and into France and on to Quebec. So and then the DNA analysis and so on. And from then on, we talked about my 11th generation great grandmother who was one of the Salem witches. And so, I mean, you can see the whole type of discussion use a whole lot of words from topics that were very different, and it really kept my brain going. At one point or another, I kind of felt like my brain was going to stop. And what I mean by that is, all of a sudden, the words came up in other languages instead of Spanish, and But he helped me along, and so I mean that's just part of the whole thing. As he said, he sees a big improvement. He didn't say improvement; he said progress, I guess. But it's nice to hear that, and it is a lot of work for me. But it's something, those of you who are not yet retired probably wonder, well, what's he going on about? But those of you who are retired know that you gotta have something to hold on to. I mean, not just sit down and watch videos all day. You can do that, but you know what I mean. You gotta have something. Well, take for example, Jasmine has carnival and all that's implied with that. Like Dave Nicholson's often at home, but I mean, he has his puzzles, his fractals, and different type of activities. You gotta have something. You do, actually. And for me, for the moment, it's learning a language. Yeah. Of course, there always is something else. I mean, as you know, I have my family, I have my grandchildren, but I don't know. Kind of like the Spanish part has kind of taken over what was work in a much low-key way. I was almost going to say in a retirement way. And so that's good. Yeah. Anyway, that's it. I'm not going to talk about much today. I just want to get out, walk a little bit, chat, and this little part of the park is slowly becoming my favorite corner. There's like the woods. You can't go right over to the pond, but there's not as many birds right now because people have not fed them. But when somebody does, there's always a lot. And I think somebody might be coming, so I'll be moving along. Somebody came over to the bench. So yeah. So anyway, there are just a few of those birds, but there's none of the ducks for the moment. Okay, so I guess that I'll be moving on, and that'll be it. So the DC signing off. Take care, everybody, and hope you have a good Friday.